rich? He who is happy with blank. Who is rich? He who is happy with blank. You pick the card you like the best to fill in the blank, Shelley. That's how this one works. He who is rich? He who is happy with a sticky yad. Whoa, that was good. This is good. Who is rich? He who is happy with snipping the tip off your dick, for God's sakes.
I don't know.
Why dick? Why dick?
Dick.
All right, that's all good.
Who is rich? He who is happy with having a devil's threesome so you don't violate Yehud.
I think you just spit me a little bit when you said Yehud.
Yehud is, do you know what Yehud is?
Please tell me.
Does everybody? Okay,
I
Yehud
don't.
is when they have a boy and a girl they're trying to set up, and they're not allowed to be alone.
I thought it was gangbangers in the Yehud.
Oh, there.
Goys in the Yehud.
There you go. So what they're saying is that having a devil's threesome so you don't violate Yehud it's not kosher to do that.
Not so kosher.
No, it's not. Oh, that's what I meant to say. Did I not say that?
It's all good.
It's late, so I'm just like, okay, so let's see. I guess it's very difficult. This is, who is rich? He who is happy with snipping the tip off your dick, for God's sakes. That's a good one. I like that one.
Thank you.
I got you again,
I'm not
Grant.
even Jewish, and I dominate.
You do.
Jewish Cards Against Humanity. Woo!
Blank made me wetter than the flood. Blank made me wetter than the flood. Come on. Tick tock, tick tock. Blank made me wetter than the flood. Shomer sex made me wetter than the flood. That was good.
Yes.
Toe length payas made me wetter than the flood. I'll explain that to you, Grant.
Thank you. I'm laughing for no reason.
Tevye the milkman made me wetter than the flood.
Drink the milkman.
Oh, but Bobby's got an extra here.
Really good.
Laying back and thinking of a shell made me wetter than the flood. That's the one. That's the one.
I love this game.
Okay, that's good. So toe length payas. Payas are the little pieces of hair that the quite religious people wear. And this is toe length ones. That's because you're young and they're not long enough yet.
Toe length. Not
Isn't
like
that gross?
Short, but toe length.
That's gross. It's nasty. Okay, I got one more here. Blank is actually kosher, but we don't know how it is how to stecht it properly.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the next one.
Good call.
Oh, I know this one. Greatest two. Nah, I don't like that one either. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go.
Pass.
I know. I'm just not into that tonight.
The
I'm glad you
secret
said
word
that.
is
The secret word is not so
so
kosher for an extra Wintashen at Cecil's Deli, 651 South Cleveland Avenue, St. Paul, 55116. If I'm right, let blank prove it. If I'm right, let blank prove it. It's going to be hard. God, they're all in such concentration. You should see their little faces. Ooh. Some with their specs over 50.
Can you say it one more time for me?
Okay. If I'm right, let blank prove it. We have, if I'm right, let the reform agenda prove it. If I'm right, let sticking your hands in your pants and whipping out your seat prove it. Okay, that's good. If I'm right, that's a really good one.
Thank you.
Oh gosh, Grant's having a hard time here.
Well,
Let's
mine
see.
is just not that.
Oh yeah. Well, if
I was
right,
thinking this one, but
if I'm right, let Yentl prove it. Actually, that's really good.
I like that.
That's a good one.
I like the
God dang it, that might be good.
I just
Sticking your
watched
hand-
Funny Girl.
I
by the
think
way.
I think it
Speaking of
has to
Yentl.
be that one. I'm sorry, Bobby. I really like that one. If I'm right, let Yentl prove it. That's good. Okay, all right, we're gonna move on. We played our little games, but we need to get into our juicy news.
we're gonna do. That's fun though. The Jewish
Yeah,
Cards
that's a
of
good
Humanity.
one.
I love that.
Okay, we have to take a break and play something else next time, though.
Yeah,
I think.
maybe. Not.
Okay, so I have some juicy news. going to start off with Ralph Lipschitz, okay, which you would know him better as Ralph Lauren. At the ripe old age of 76, has chosen to step down. He has named the president from Gap and Old Navy to be his successor, which is so strange to me because the gentleman is not Jewish. He also has a company that's of like much younger apparel mostly. And I personally think he's going to fuck the whole thing up. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think he's going to make everybody look like a bunch of 50-plus children. Anyways, did they bother to ask me? I guess they did not. We have a fabulous band, mostly Kosher, in the Bay. It's a California band, and they're trying to get to the Bay Area. I think they live more in Southern California, and they're asking for people to donate, and they're very close to this money to get up to the Bay Area to do a concert. Now they're funny as shit, and you need to check out their YouTube video, which is on YouTube. But I also have it on the notsokosher.net page, information page. So you can just press on the link and go right to their page. So, you should really do some donations there. It would be really nice. We have a little problem with a love triangle in London, the London Zoo, involving 2 workers and a llama keeper. Oh. It got a little wild, okay? But it went to court, and there was a bunch of suing going on because there was wine glasses being thrown, and the llama keeper got hurt, and it was a really fucked up situation. We have a really crazy thing that I learned this week was Ebola lingers in semen for 9 months. I mean, that's pretty crazy.
Check, please.
I know, right? It was okay, so you think, you think when you're recovering from Ebola, if you actually can make it through that time, you think you're all better or whatever, but you have to actually be very careful. You can spread it through semen. I think that's a very serious situation. Okay. All right. We have a new thing that I learned that's very interesting. They're saying goodbye to he and she. Have you heard about this with the transgender situation? And they're going with Z. Okay. So it will help. It'll help the world to be. I like it. I think it's a nice Zill take care of everything.
Okay.
It's kind of Yiddishy sounding.
It is.
It is.
Yes.
I kind of liked it because I liked it. And it's an easygoing thing, and it's cool because you won't forget it because it starts with a Z. You can't go, if you wanted to do A-E. There is situations when you have to say, she can go there. If somebody doesn't know their name, you'll say Z can go there.
But see, I don't know how I'm going to remember to say Z can go there. I would just say if she looks like a she, I'm going to say she can go there. If he looks like a he, I'm going to say he can go there. That's just me.
But they get offended. There's an offense that goes on.
But
yeah, but
it's hard for me to remember.
I agree with you. Somebody was showing me a picture today of her son opened a bar and had a picture of the bartenders and goes, "Do you see something different in this picture?" I'm like, "Well, that is a woman." Could you tell him yeah, that's all right. And people get a little funky that, because it's in Texas. I'm like, you know what? It's fine. Yeah. But we just need a few more generations and then everything's going to be totally cool and no one's going to think about it.
Go with
Z. Don't forget that one.
I like it.
We have some, I'm going to give you one more that before I get to the more important stuff was, did you know that we have 9,800 troops in Afghanistan? And which this is the longest war that we've ever had. I didn't realize that there were that many. They just since, just in the last couple of years, they've added 5,500 more troops. But they're saying they're trying to kind of slowly bring that down. It's just wrong though. Huge problem in Israel. I know everybody's heard about it. It's just so frustrating because I don't even know what you're supposed to do when you're living there. They've gotten, it's gotten even worse in this week where they're putting barricades up. I mean, it's after that 70-year-old woman was hurt, it's just insane. You can't even walk down the streets. I don't know what they're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm. I got a quick story to tell you about that.
Tell me.
It's unbelievable. This was actually not too long ago. A terrorist attempted to snatch a soldier's weapon on a Jerusalem bus one evening after the passenger tried to overtake him. This is the crazy part. So you have this Palestinian who's trying to attack the soldier, get his weapon. Some civilian walks over, opens up his little gym bag, and pulls out a pair of fucking nunchucks, right? And I don't know if you know what nunchucks are, but that shit hurts, right?
Yeah.
So this guy went all medieval and ninja on this guy
Medieval.
and fucked him up. That's all I got.
It's pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
Pretty bad. Pretty bad situation.
Bad situation, but cool to have of that guy to step in.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And he
That's awesome.
saved the soldier. That's the story.
Yeah.
For sure.
Awesome.
So make sure you're all very aware of what's going on and, donate now. Help Israel.
I got a Mazel Tov.
Oh, you do?
Mazel Tov is in order. That's right.
Okay.
You guys all know him. He's famous. He's crazy. Mr. James Franco was called to the Torah and officially became a bar mitzvah. That's right. 37-year-old comes to the Bima, and he said, I've always wanted to do this. I don't know if you know that his mother's Jewish, for sure.
Oh, seriously?
Yes, James Franco. Absolutely.
That's cool. What, he was not...
He's always described himself as being Jewish, but he's always felt like he's missed out on the whole Jewish experience. If you want, you can check out pictures of him on Instagram, and you can see what he's wearing on the Bima. He's wearing a prayer shawl. He's actually chanting from the Torah. It's pretty cool. So get this. His best friend, and I'm sure you all know this, Seth Rogen, the actor,
Love him.
is throwing a little party for him, his foundation. It's called Hilarity for Charity.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's really cool. He and his wife are
love
doing
that.
this. The wife's mother has early stages of Alzheimer's, so it's a benefit to raise awareness.
Excellent.
So I think that's a pretty good story. So Mazel Tov,
That's
James
very cool.
Franco, bar
Woohoo.
mitzvah, boy.
Woohoo. Ooh, that was good.
That's what I got.
We got some local stuff going on. We've got a Twin City Jewish Book Fair series. You can't forget to check that out. That's on notsokosher.net. We've got the 27th Man at the Minnesota Jewish Theater in Highland Park's Community Center. Twin Cities Jewish Film Festival. And the Twin City Film Festival, which both are running about the same time within a day or two. But I have all that information. All the links are at notsokosher.net. Check that out. Next thing I wanted to kind of talk about was kosher or not kosher. So I got some good ones for you. Shelly and Bobby and Grant, you're all just going to be this is so interesting to me because I just learned this one. Big Daddy was really into wanting to do bees this summer. Really big.
Do bees?
He wanted to get bees and produce honey.
Oh.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
But his dad, they live next door to, his parents live next door to us, and he's allergic to bees. And if we did the hives in our backyard, which we need a permit for that just like chickens, that he was afraid if they got out, they would sting him. So we couldn't do that. But are bees kosher or bees not kosher?
Kosher. Honey.
Honey?
I love honey. You get
Honey?
stung every once in a while. Who cares?
But not the honey. So for Rosh Hashanah, for the New Year, we always eat apples and honey.
Right.
So the honey must be kosher, right?
I know
So
it
are the
is.
bees kosher?
Yeah.
I'd have to say yeah.
Bobby.
I'm going to go with kosher because I'm Bob B.
Oh,
Whoa.
very good. You snappy boy. You snappy. So bees are not kosher.
Not kosher.
Okay. But this is interesting. The milk of a camel or the eggs of a vulture are just as unkosher as the camel and the vulture. Okay. Honey consists of nectar, which bees gather, store, and transfer to their honeycombs. While in the bee, the nectar is broken down and transferred into honey by enzymes in the bee, but it is not actually digested by the bee. Okay, that's the little key point there. So the honey is not a product of the bee itself, as is milk. Check for proper certification. Make sure it's 100% pure. Make sure it's been done in a plant that has good kosher equipment. Okay, next one, equipment. Okay, blood. Is blood kosher or not kosher?
No.
No.
I'm going to go with kosher. If you're from the Jewish, if you have a bloodline that's Jewish, it's kosher.
Well, it's interesting because the Torah prohibits the consumption of blood.
Damn it.
I know. Interesting. It's kind of weird. You shall not eat the blood, which is very interesting because you would just assume that.
So
I mean, like, all right, so if you like are cutting something up and you get blood that you see on something, like you're cutting an onion, you have to throw it away.
Ooh.
Okay. But if you don't see it and you eat it, but you don't know you ate it, it's okay. It's kosher. But it's not so kosher if you saw it in there. Okay. So, and you all know that you don't eat eggs with a blood spot in it. You always pre-crack them. My grandma taught me that one because that's not good for you. You'll die. Okay. Salt. Kosher salt. Regular table salt. Why is there kosher salt?
I didn't even know there would
Ma nishtana.
Okay. Salt is a mineral. So pure salt is always kosher. Okay?
Regular salt is?
The reason they say kosher, yeah,